Hi there! Welcome back to our channel, Learn Garde Manger today. We are the Lam-mi-es, and today I'll be sharing with you our original recipe for a triple protein Buddha bowl. This recipe contains many techniques that have been taught to you through our previous videos. Before we get started, remember to wash your hands and wear your complete uniform. Let's go. Here are the tools, equipment, and ingredients that you will need to make this recipe. For a full list, you may visit the video description. To save time when preparing for a Buddha bowl, it is highly recommended to prepare certain components in advance. For instance, grains and dressings can last in the fridge for up to 5 days in proper storage. As for your greens and proteins, it is better to prepare them the day you are assembling in order to keep them fresh and of the highest quality. The dressing you use is up to you. That is the beauty of a Buddha bowl. So, without further ado, let's get started. For the grains, I'll be showing you how to prepare pearl or Israeli couscous, following the instructions listed at the back of the box. First, heat up your stock or water until it reaches a boiling temperature. Add some salt. Then, add all your couscous and half a tablespoon of vegetable oil and stir. Let it simmer until the couscous absorbs all the water. Then, take it off the heat and let it sit for 5 minutes. Keep your pan covered so that the residual heat and steam can cook your couscous all the way through. Then, use a fork to fluff it up. Here's a top tip. While you're still boiling your couscous, keep watch on it so that you don't accidentally char the bottom like I did. Then transfer it to a plate and let it cool while you prepare your greens. For this part, I'll be sharing with you 3 new techniques. First, how to wash your mild greens. Chop the head off so that you can wash each leaf thoroughly. Using cold water, carefully scrub the surface of each leaf, making sure not to soak it in water for too long, otherwise it will become limp. To dry the lettuce, you can shake it in a colander, use a salad spinner, or even do an interpretative dance. However, if you don't want to do that, you can also just use paper towels. Here are my prepared greens. Next, how to turn cucumbers into flat ribbons. Use a vegetable peeler and peel until you reach the flesh, and just keep peeling. These flat ribbons are great for garnishes since they are very flexible. Make sure that when you reach the core, you stop peeling so that you don't include the seeds. Simply turn the cucumber and keep on peeling. Here is the result, just the core left. Next, I'll be showing you how to slice an avocado. I recommend you use a ripe one. Slice it vertically all the way around, twist, then remove the seed. Using a spoon, carefully scoop out the flesh. As you can see here, my avocado was a little unripe. That's why the skin was so hard to remove. Then, thinly slice using a pulling motion to keep the thin slices in place. Lift it off the chopping board and transfer it to a plate to be used as a garnish for later. Now for our proteins. To keep this recipe vegan, we'll be using tofu, green peas, and chickpeas. Now I'll show you how to press your tofu. Using thin slices will reduce the time it takes to drain the excess moisture and help you get a crispier and better tasting tofu. Simply layer it between paper towels and the weight and let it sit for 10 minutes. Now we can cook our tofu. Personally, I like crispy fried tofu, so I'll be frying it in a pan until it's golden brown in color. Then, I'll be draining the excess oil on paper towels and seasoning it with salt. You can also use marinades or dry rubs on your tofu, or you can even eat it raw after blanching it with hot water. Tofu is very high in protein, and since it's bland, it's very versatile. Our next step is roasting our chickpeas. For this, you will be needing blanched and peeled chickpeas. To learn how to do that, you can watch our hummus video. Pour oil, chickpeas, and spices in a roasting tray, then stir to coat. You can roast your chickpeas in the oven for 15 minutes or fry it in the pan until it's golden brown. Transfer your roasted chickpeas to a bowl, ready for assembly. Now we'll prepare our dressings. Remember, you can prepare your dressings ahead of time so that you can get right to assembly. This is the Asian-style peanut butter sauce. It's similar to the Japanese sesame seed goma dressing. To make it, simply mix all your ingredients in a bowl, aside from the lemon juice and water, until it is homogeneous. Then, slowly add your lemon juice while tasting to see how sour it is. Then, dilute the mixture with water to make it a pourable consistency. Now, we can finally move on to our assembly. Whenever you're plating a dish about to be served, it is important to practice safe hygiene. You can wash your hands, or, if you have them, put on some gloves. To assemble your Buddha bowl, place a layer of bite-sized pieces of torn lettuce at the bottom of your serving plates. Then, add a pile of couscous to the top. It is important to be a pile as your couscous will act as a dam between your other salad components. Here is a simple garnishing technique using your flat ribbon cucumbers. First is an accordion shape. Simply fold in 2 cm increments, then rest each end against the couscous and the side of the bowl. Another version is just a simple bite-sized knot. Just tie a knot as you normally would with string. Make sure to use a firm, fresh cucumber so that it holds its shape. Keep layering your ingredients in sections to create a contrast. I believe this is the aspect that makes Buddha bowls a hybrid, a composed farinaceous salad, if you will. If you are going to be plating multiple servings of this recipe, remember to keep serving sizes and appearances uniform by using a portion scoop or a weighing scale. And that's it! Our finished triple protein Buddha bowl. Ready to enjoy. That was our recipe for a triple protein Buddha bowl. Just remember, if you can't handle the heat, join the cooler side of the kitchen. #LearnGardeMangerwithLAM-MI-ES. Goodbye!